Okay, Google, raise volume to 4. Okay, Google, tell me a joke.
This might make you laugh. I love the Guggenheim Museum, but I wish the architect hadn't cut so many corners.
Okay, that wasn't very loud. Okay, Google, raise your audio to 6.
My apologies. I don't understand.
Okay, Google, raise your volume to 6. Okay. Okay, Google, tell me a joke.
This might make you laugh. Did you hear about the two antennas that got married? The ceremony was okay, but the reception was great.
Dude, really? Really? Okay, Google, tell me another joke.
One joke coming up. If a short psychic broke out of jail, you would have a small medium at large.
Oh my gosh, no, these are very hard to listen to. Okay, greetings everyone. Thank you for joining us for the weird part of YouTube. Insane. This is the insane part of YouTube. So those are not really comfortable here or whatever. Just saw a comment about I should not to say anything and just have a spokesperson. So it's funny. I say the same thing about Tila Swan. So anytime I listen to her, I want to just jump out a window. So I can't listen to her either. So anyway, that explains why my views are so low and everything is low and all that. But anyway, that's just the way it's gonna go. That's all right. I don't care. It's all good. Anyway, doesn't matter. I try to stay away from the comments, but I leave them open. But sometimes, just if you can't say something nice, why say anything? But whatever. I hate to start it like that, but it was really just thrown back like that. It's like, geez, yeah, just channel and don't talk, and everything will be all right. It's like, geez. Anyway, all right. So, greetings, everyone. Let's see. I have a couple of. I'm gonna go through this Russian about the secret aliens. I'm gonna go into a little bit of that, and also open up to any beings that have a message for humanity. Also realize I do a lot of conscious channeling, so anyway, my spokesperson, I don't think it would work out very well. Because this stuff comes and goes, and it's all over the place, so if you're just not comfortable here, there's plenty of places to go. There's PewDiePie, there's plenty of other places, so anyway. It's okay, I stay away from social environments all the time because I can't listen to what they're saying half the time. Especially what the news is saying half the time. I can't listen to 5 seconds of any of that. So anyway, anything happens in the mainstream. Also, this came through earlier about North Korea. And like I said it earlier, and it just... I believe the jets have been cooled, and it's going to be like that for some time. Yeah, everything was getting really uncomfortable for a while, but I believe things have shifted greatly. As for we're going to get connected today, it's hard to say. I'm not aware of who's around, so I have to get up quite early tomorrow. So anyway, we'll see how things go. Let's see. I do have, the picture book, the comedy book, that some aren't really, some don't even have a sense of humor. Anyway, that's okay. I know who they are. So anyway, not really, but yes and no. Some are not very nice in the comment section. But anyway, yeah, I have a picture book that will take, let's see, I have to get the proof of it. I don't know, it's just something funny for somebody, maybe. So I'll give you kind of a glimpse of it. I have another one of, anyway. Sorry, I'll post those right now. 1 second. We'll do this one first. This is like the canines that are playing cards. So we have the Zeta. That's actually a reptilian, the guy with the red shirt. You know, obviously the Lyrian, or well, whatever, Mantis and Canine. So those pictures you see all the canines playing cards. So I just put a bunch of aliens playing cards. So it's pretty funny. So that's going to be in the book. Not going to be a huge picture, but it'll be in there. Also, we have, let's see here. And this is the cover for the book. Whoops. Come on. The Alien Adventure book, these classified alien cartoons. So anyway, it's just it's just a gag gift basically. I looked, I mean, I don't know if there's anything online that's anything like this, but anyway, so it's going to be, I'll post more details of it when I have some, whatever. When I have more details, I'll be posting that. So that is the beginning of a couple of other things that people aren't going to be really connecting to. I have a couple of, I got maybe one or two projects. I'm thinking about it right now. This is like a test run, and I have another one on the way. So basically, the other project I have that I am most likely going to go ahead with, it's not alien related, well, sort of, but not like that. Anyway, I'll post the details of it when I have something. I might work on it a little bit tonight. I have to get up early, but see how my time is. So anyway, I might just end up doing it tomorrow. So greetings, everyone. We're going to go into the Russian stuff. Before we do that, for those that can withstand this to this point. Oh yeah, I was going to mention this when I began. The chat video, the chat from last night that was live did not stay on YouTube. It's uploaded right now. So I don't know what happened with that. So it's uploading right now. By the time this goes up over here, I don't know what happened there. But it's YouTube. Anything. So luckily I keep a copy of this as it's going up. So this is another reason why I do not use Google Hangouts. Of course I use it for webinars. That seems to be working out pretty good. But for chat, for some reason, I've always had issues with that on Google Hangouts, and so using Zoom seems to be the right idea behind it. So yeah, the chat portion always seems to get hit. Now the webinar seems to be running pretty smoothly for the most part. The chat, I don't know. So anyway, so that's it for that. Who knows? Anyway, Reptilians are here. That'd be interesting. They haven't pretty heavy actually. Reptilians. Anyway. Yeah, the idea for these type of connections is just basically leave it open and see what comes up. It's not going to be for everybody. It's just the way it is. If you can withstand it, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. It's just part of your path. It doesn't matter. I don't know how TS1 has all that type of audience, like 30,000 video. I just can't get through 2 seconds of it. That is like, to me, CIA mind control. At least at one time. Maybe not anymore. Maybe now too. I don't know. But either way, it definitely shows it. Yeah, it's not pleasant. Definitely major mind control as a child for sure. And anyway. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of creative endeavors. So of course I'm doing with people I disagree on any talent that's there. But anyway, it's fun. So and all these images I'm posting, these are all commissioned from Fiverr.com is where I go for that stuff. So I have one artist that was like, he was like, okay, you connect to aliens. Like, yeah, I had a long conversation with him, and it was like, he's still totally terrified of them. So, of course, because of the movies. So, but at least he's open to it all. So that's the one that's the artist that just did that the alien playing cards or the playing poker. That's the artist of that one. So okay, for those that are new to this and work. Before we get started, this is ivanteller.com. If you're trying to get to know who I am or what this is all about, I have an about page, probably poorly written. Eventually I'll get to that. I also have private sessions to learn about what is going on around you and everything. Oh, I added an extra section to this also. Basically, you can schedule your session. Here's the calendar you'll find here. There's also gift cards. And also we have, added easy purchase. I haven't tried this thing. This works. Yeah, basically this is one-click purchase. Of course, if nothing else works, of course you might have to put your address in for Stripe or for PayPal. Basically, these are just buttons to it. So I haven't really tested this out, and it'll be directed to a page to schedule your session. So this is new. So if nothing else works, try this out. And also there's other methods here. Available options: Google Hangouts, Skype, Zoom, and session by phone. Everything's recorded for your purpose. You can do whatever you want with it. Hopefully I send you the right file. I think I sent somebody the chat videos thinking that was a private session. So, oh well. I also have submit a question. It's like 5 minutes long, usually, and you get an audio file. You can also get a transcript, and here's an alternative method of payment also. It's also iPhone and Android for to know what's going on. And easy access to everything. It's just basically, I don't have that here. Basically just easy access, and I forgot to post. Anyway. And here's Spirit Social. I had this open. Anyway, Ivan Teller Services, submit a question, past life regression healing. Message from Yeshua, 5-minute healing, channeling consulting. Also have the sessions are here also, in case the other one does not work. Spiritual connections, one question from a day, chakra healing from a day, soul pain from Stephanie, and angelic Reiki from Miguel. So this is what keeps the site going. This keeps the action going. We also have t-shirts, alien merchandise. I haven't really done a whole lot with that. We have SoundCloud. I update hopefully once a week. Facebook, Twitter. I don't do anything with it. It's kind of Facebook. I'm kind of mysterious around Facebook. I know I should do more, but turn Facebook into a big infomercial. I know. Also, there's a donate page also to keep the content going. Whatever, if you like to support or not, that's okay. Either way, I'm going to be here. If you can handle 5 minutes, 2 minutes, no minutes. Either way, we're here trying to assist humanity the best we can. It's not going to be for everybody because either way. Maybe it just takes a while to get used to all this, and maybe not. I don't think I have any CIA mind control around me, as far as I know. No, I just got no. But they are watching, and maybe your connections aren't agreeing with this connections. Maybe you have something around you, which is highly possible. Obviously, we all have somebody tuning into us, at least government-wise. Just lovely. Yeah, so if you got a private life, think again. I'm not just talking about aliens and angels. I'm talking about, governmental stalkers and stuff like that. And I'm not talking about the NSA. That's part of it, but there's some that's a lot more sophisticated. What we're seeing is a watered-down version of it. There's a lot more sophistication there. We're just seeing like the Hollywood version of reality that they're projecting for us. I know that sounds a little bit bizarre, but probably not. So it's like how, North Korea and this and that, blah, blah, blah. It's just like the news networks are just jumping all this over this North Korea thing. It's like war, so they can get their ratings up and everything. It's just fucking disgusting. Yeah, so yeah, definitely, it's a propaganda machine, and it's alive and well, and they pay them well, and they're brainwashed well, and it's just this lovely world we live in, isn't it? So obviously, the idea is to back up and see what's going on. I guess that's why the reptilians are here. All right, we'll go into them in 1 second. I don't know if they'll have a whole lot to say. I'm not sure how long this is going to go because I got to get up early tomorrow. So I'm not sure what I'm doing. So, okay. I remember seeing this in a YouTube video a while ago. The okay, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Or this one for that matter. Dries, whatever. Matri, when I first started a channel, I remember, before I channeled, I just remember seeing something on them and just feeling very uncomfortable. I guess that's one of the reasons why I'm bringing this up. They have 2 home planets in the constellation of Mega Pi. Okay. I haven't been there recently, but then again, maybe I have. Anyway, they have the same average height as humans and are considered many races as parasites. Yes, that is true. Visited Earth for several first time during prehistoric period. Yeah, but I think they've been here before that. Abduction of humans is carried out openly. Not anymore, but yes, in the past. They have goal of colonization Earth. They have the goal of colonizing Earth. But I think like the termite is a good, or let's say parasite. I'm seeing more termite. So, I mean, parasite's a good word, but I'm seeing more termite around them. So I wonder where the termites come from. I believe it's coming from them. Colonization, no, but they do have a presence here. Because, I don't know, races such as the Council of Five kind of threw them out. I don't think it's just them. There's others involved. Palladians, Arcturians, just many. There was a war to get rid of them. They're hard to get rid of. And another thing, I think they've been in Hollywood movies also. Of course, you have the Alien movies, but I don't think that's really depicting them right. But it's definitely not something that is pleasant here. Gee, I wonder why we're not seeing all these beings. Yeah, these guys are definitely. I don't think that's fully what they look like, but that kind of gives you an idea. I don't think that's what they look like at all. But anyway, it's not pleasant for sure. When I'm getting okay, 1 second here. All right, 1 second. Let me look something up for you. When I see them, this is what I see. I see Starship Troopers. And when I see them, was it the Matri or whatever they're called? The Matri, that is what I see, Starship Troopers. Basically, they're just killing insects for the most part. Of course, I don't want to post any of this stuff, but okay, they don't look like anything like that. But I mean, I don't think that's exactly what was going on, but this race was, I do see, trying to take over our planet at one time. Not to go into full detail, but yeah, they're not something to play with, that's for sure. They're hermaphrodites, and the lifespan is 120 years. They have colonized at least 26 planets, and they have abducted at least 5,000 humans. I think more than that. Obviously, they have colonized 26. More, obviously, this is kind of old, so they have visited Earth at least. How are they going to know that? I mean, how are they going to know any of this? But yeah, but at least visited Earth at least 200 times. I believe it's a lot more than that. I mean, the last sighting is 2006 in Alaska. Yeah, I think they're here. I think a more positive version's here. I think it's what I'm picking up on is they kind of had to wake up themselves. in some ways you can say they're used to getting their way, and that, I mean, not always, but here they wanted to definitely have a presence here. And so being pulled away from this world made them feel kind of obsessive. And I think they kind of saw a dark side to themselves they weren't aware of, from what I'm picking up on. So I don't think the reptilians like them all that much, that's for sure. I think some of these guys give the reptilians a run for their money because they do things that, I mean, what I see these guys doing is that they can eat through flesh. Now, how many reptilians do that? Obviously, reptilians can bite into you, but these guys can literally bite into you, like from what I'm seeing, like an acid type of, like acid into your skin, like eat right through you, basically, is what I'm seeing. So that is what I'm seeing from them. So it's like a termite would like eat right through you. I'm seeing that's something like what they would do, like if they bite into you or whatever it is that they do to you. So it's not pleasant. I'm not sure if they bite into, but whatever it is, I do see them eating right through your skin. Yeah, they're fun. That's why they call them parasites. So anyway, I wanted to address these guys as I was going. I've seen them on a YouTube video ages ago, and here they are. So anyway, yeah, they're fun. I don't know how to pronounce this other one. Anyway, this other one I'm not too really worried about or anything. I'm not to say I'm worried about this other one. The Drees. Oh, it's good. It's supposed to reveal themselves in the manner of 2022. Oh, good. Can't wait for that. That's just around the corner. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, abducted 520 humans. I don't know how they know that, but anyway. Let's see. I don't think these are that bad, but they're not easy to get along with either, it seems. They feel very. This is a blue creature here. Feels very robotic. Let's put it that way. All right, what else we got here? All right, go into this real quick. Lang, small species. Oh, geez, 70 is 70. Anyway, okay. They come from a 6-star in constellation of Kamba. Well, anyway, yeah, I think these are pretty pleasant. Yeah, I can see them like kind of like fairy beings in some regard. There are definitely small aliens here for sure. I imagine they have spaceships, but yeah, they are definitely. Oh, there it is. They were the race that started the stories about fairies. Yeah, they're definitely fairy-like. I give them that. Yeah. Here we go. Smad. Smad. There's no. Apparently, that's not the picture of them. Smad. Ugh. They resemble humans in appearance, according to one alien race. They have 6 ships left. I think they have a lot more than that. But anyway, they colonized 20 planets. They visited Earth 2,500 years ago, and are very interested in our religious beliefs. Yeah, I can see that. They are a race in decline. Weakening according to alien races. Yes, that's true. Yep, I feel that they're not doing so great. So anyway, they're not here. As far as that, Lang is here. But Lang, of this whole thing about fairies, though, I mean, fairies, well, I mean, fairies have named themselves known, but yeah, this race, yeah, they helped out making fairies known more, yes. Yeah, because they want to be discovered, they want to connect to humanity, and they want to, be involved with us. So anyway, that's cool. All right. As for, let's see here. Okay. Reptilian energies here. Let's see what they have to say. Oh, jeez. Oh, come on. Clear. One moment. Okay, this one's not so friendly. 1 second. Yeah, I see that. 1 second. Be right with you. Okay. All right. Now, this was kind of like a not so friendly reptilian race. From what I've gathered, what he just said, maybe he is friendly, but anyway, he said Diana was not killed. Princess Diana was not killed. She is, well, she is on her, obviously on her home planet, of course. Let's see here. She was, yeah, well, yeah, now, yeah, she was ready to leave also, but not leave her kids. But it doesn't look like they gave her much choice, obviously. Uh, okay, take this with a grain of salt. So what I got here is very. Anyway, it does seem like she does not trust her children anymore, is what they say, because they are not what they're not what they seem to be. Okay, that's probably not true. They have been compromised. That's true. That's very true. That's so true. Yeah, because if they don't, if they are going to be themselves, they won't be in that position. You know, they can't. So don't trust them. Uh, they're part of the Illuminati bloodline, and they're doing as they're being told. That I think her name's Kate. The whatever that is. Um, she's aware of the conspiracy theories. She doesn't doubt them at all. They have talked about it, but they don't really, because the whole David Icke thing about what, but they know there is a serious presence there, and there is, but they don't talk about it from what I'm gathering. But don't listen to these people at all. They're doing what they have to do. Understand they're keeping their rich lifestyle, so they have to be careful what they say. Just like a president, just like anybody else, you got to be careful. I believe Harry has been on the line. Like he has come close to being kicked out of the family. So he has been the, I don't remember the name of the other one. William? Why do I know this? Anyway, Harry, I'm talking about the royal whatever that is in England. Harry has been obviously, yeah, he's, he out of all of them, he's probably the most trustworthy. But even I still wouldn't trust him. But he is more open than he obviously shows. William is totally sold out. He has to. He has kids, he has to sell himself out. He'll say some things, about his mother, but I think he knows more than what he's bringing up. And it's kind of like growing up in the mafia. Yeah. So you got all these riches and good, and you can always turn that the other way around. You can always leave. I believe they're allowed to do that. If you just don't, get lost and leave, they can always do that. Obviously, they have not. Yeah, I don't see why not. Of course, they'll probably do something to you, but a true one of that family would just leave. It's like just like any other family. It's like I'm not really getting into all this, and just go on your own. They can do that. You might be the black sheep. They'll destroy your name for sure. They will definitely tarnish your name. That's the other thing. Getting a career going is not. I think some have done it in the past, obviously. I don't look into any of that stuff, but yeah, this is the Reptilians mentioning it. So Diana was taken from this world for a number of reasons. Not just because she did not get along with the queen, but she was not doing the bloodline any favors. Her scandals, they were all tired of her scandal, her things that she was doing. She could not bow down to them, and that really pissed them off. to the hierarchy. So, of course, they know all fingers are pointing at them. For those that want to know the truth, oh yeah, they definitely took her out. Oh yeah, they had, yeah, it's all over the Queen actually. Oh yeah, she was well aware of what she was. She, I don't believe she knew exactly how it was going to be carried out, but she doesn't know. But she was definitely involved in some cases. Yeah, of course, I call it conspiracy or whatever it is, but that's the idea behind it. She doesn't look that innocent either. Not really. It's not a figurehead either. They do a lot of stuff, not in the public eye. They do own real estate, so they're doing a lot there. So, um, let's see. Message from Diana. Diana felt like, yeah, that was a sacrifice. That she was sacrificed, and the date and time all had it all was all connected. It was also she did leave fast, but she was so heartbroken by obviously by the whole leaving her children. But those are not. I mean, she loves her children, of course. Those are not children that she hoped for them to be. She wanted them to be more free spirited, and to be more free spirited was to follow in her footsteps. Okay, maybe not exactly, but yeah, I mean they kind of are, but it is super watered down. Especially here, he's out screwing around all the time. I don't think he's doing anything. How do I know this? It's the Daily Mail. I check into that every once in a while. It just sort of kind of flies in their voice while I'm picking. Actually, it's a lot while I'm picking up. He just screws around all the time. So William is like the adjusted one, kind of I'm going to be king supposedly after my dad hits 99 or 200, or how long, depending on how long he wants to live. For Charles, and he's getting up there in years too. So I don't know if Henry's gonna. I mean Henry. I don't think they're not making it easy to see. The Queen does not trust. She does not trust who's just going to take over her spot. She's not going to step down. I think in her dying days she will. It's possible before that. I don't feel like she's planning on leaving anytime soon. But she's going to be here for a very, very long time. And obviously, if anybody says anything about her or whatever, it's all going to be conspiracy. Because she feels they actually work their magic with that type of stuff. It's like, who, me? No, that would never be me. Oh, of course, with the whole drinking blood and all that. I imagine there are other realities where she does that, especially in astral. I can see that. But I don't believe she's I mean, we're all connected to different beings. I mean, connect to whatever you want to. I mean, I'm not seeing her like shapeshift and just turn into a reptilian and just go do her thing. Actually, I see a lot of Palladian in her. So, I see actually a lot of Palladian in her. There is good there. I mean, it's not a total like beast, not at all. Just it's the system. It's just like what we got here in the States, it's the system. It's just, either you go with it or you go away. It's just, especially you're born into it, you get all this a lot of nice stuff, blah, blah, blah. In some ways, like you can say Paris Hilton's kind of like that. It's like, she was in the system and she kind of screwed around and kind of lost a lot of stuff. I'm not sure what the hell I'm talking about right now. But anyway. These divas are here, kind of like Kim Kardashian. Those are our American royalty. People want to be ruled because they don't have a direction. They don't know where the hell to go. So you see wealth, you see the good life. I'm not sure what Kim Kardashian has a good life, but whatever. If not, you got your Paris Hilton, you got whatever else is out there. the it girl, whatever. And there's nothing wrong with the feminine showing power. It's just sometimes the power is like, oh God. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, it's like a propaganda machine for the elite, basically. That's where the, you know, anyway. So, yeah, most of humanity, not all, but quite a bit of it, has no real direction. You see wealth, power, and just feel that that's the way to be, I guess. You need something to follow. It's like, why are we here? What are we doing all this for? Who am I? You know, have this huge question mark. And when you start letting go of these type of figures, at least in that way, as for, because they are worshipped. You know, I want to be just like you, yada yada. So there's a lot of that going on. So with that, you know, humanity is just, it's going to take a while for it to heal, because you got to let go of, there's just so much here of allowing this, you know, mind control to find its end game. But, you know, it's also, I mean, I have to admit, it is fascinating seeing it, seeing how the control goes, how it operates, how humanity is easily pulled into it, which isn't not hard to understand. Especially when you start connecting to aliens, angels. It's like, okay, why am I on this planet again? It's like, can I just get a card and get out of here? You know, isn't my exit card here? No. That's actually you're to basically, I wouldn't say preach, but, you know, tell people your belief systems, and let nature take its course, basically. You have anything else for all this for the people? Yes, it's like a reptilian guard here. I am seeing something like you would see like with the Klingons, kind of like that, like on their ship. It's kind of like, it's a little bit rough, but not entirely. It's for their nervous system. They have to have their ship kind of, I want to say it's kind of like swampy in some regard. It's just good for them. You know, that type of environment we have here, kind of like a wet type of energy. This seems to be, of course, they like dry, but this group likes the wet stuff, kind of the humidity type of, kind of, I wouldn't say fog, but maybe you can add that to it. Yeah, no fog. Anyway, they do speak to the animals, obviously. By the reptilians, speak to the reptilians, speak to them all the time, and we will warn that too. Obviously, we do that with domesticated animals, but we will start to feel messages from all the animals here as we awaken more. We're still trying to figure ourselves out. So when you, not to say no one truly figures himself out fully, but I believe as you more get comfortable in your shoes and your abilities, as you reactivate yourself. So understand also from what's, you know, as you awaken, people are like around you are most likely not going to be okay with that. And so where it causes difficulty, and I mean, obviously there's nothing wrong with being positive, but like when you start levitating from the ground, people are going to have an issue with that. So some of us keep ourselves grounded so we can experience this with them, because we're not too alien here. So we have our reasons for it. You know, because we have our own self-discovery. We have our mission here. And so not to fully disclose what we're doing here, disclose our origins here. Those that are very connected to aliens and angels, whatever it might be. If you go into your regular form, I believe you can. I'm not sure how long you can sustain it, but that'll freak people out. Like if you turn into an angel, and so people are like, okay, I believe that is possible from what I'm feeling. I'm not sure, like I say, I'm not sure how long, you can sustain that, maybe like turn into that and then turn back or flash around. I am seeing that as a capability, but people aren't ready for that. So basically, this kind of gives our indication of your mission here. You become more aware of your own abilities placed here. We're all kind of like, at least those that are awakened, because we're all kind of like undercover, you can say. I mean, technically, humanity is undercover because they don't know their mission here. So we're all here to discover each other's abilities. We all have, yeah. From the outside, it's actually quite entertaining to watch, but when you're living it, it's a whole other story. Living, it's like, man, what am I thinking? Even watching it can be kind of aggravating at times. Even the aliens get kind of frustrated with us because we're just not working with each other. We're not kind to each other or rough to each other. It's like we're not doing ourselves any favors. So, there is a heavy reptilian presence here, mostly in Washington, D.C., as for because that is what's controlling the shadow governments, but it's not seen, but it is a heavy presence here, obviously. And a lot of shadow government meetings are actually done in Washington, D.C., and sometimes in broad daylight. But you're not going to know who they are. Yeah, most people won't ever see them. So, I mean, like they have like small meetings between like 2 people, or maybe 3 people. You'll never know. It seems to be with the mall, where the Washington Monument is. Apparently, a lot of dealings happen there. A lot of tourists there, but a lot of other people there, unnoticed usually. They like to be in broad daylight. I'm not talking about the reptilians, but the reptilians can't show themselves. There is a heavy alien presence there. There are actually many ships there, obviously, because they want to know what's going on. They want to, it's like, it feels like when they move around, like they look like they're going to leave us as humans that are part of this elite system aren't always honest, so they always have to keep a presence here. It's like we always have to be here because you guys aren't being honest with us. It's like we leave, and you're not staying with what you say to us, and so we find out later. We know something's not right as once we're leaving, and that's not right. So basically, humanity's always betraying the alien forces here. Not as much as they used to, but obviously it's still going on, especially when you see a senator like McCain that gets sick out of nowhere, or any of these governmental people have issues. I'm not sure. Like anybody's really paying attention. Who would? That's a lot that's done deliberately. Unless they're like 90 years old, a lot of it's done deliberately. There's stuff going on there, obviously. Obviously, it's going on, but definitely there. Those are their stooges. They don't want to talk down about them, but they're treated like cattle within the elite system. And they're lame ducks for a reason. And understand what Trump also, it seems like ideas are taken out of his mind and other ideas are. So he's being played also. Cause controversy. So that's not always him saying the things that he's saying. I know some people don't want me to talk about politics, but that's kind of ruined the show here. So, I mean, those are the puppets that are running us. It is kind of nice to know what's, they're controlling us. They know exactly what they're doing. Of course, those in government they know, some do, not all. Some know there's a presence here and they're kind of terrified. But most of them are obviously sold out. Like 90% of them, 99, 90, about 90%. So, let's see. Some of them are not. Yeah, a lot of them have been cloned, and just a lot of mismanagement of energies. A lot of sometimes these senators or those in government are, when they can't make a decision, there's sometimes entities that are fighting among them They're like, no, do what I want, no, do what I want, or is there some kind of struggle going on? So there is a presence there. It's very heavy. It is within the media. Let's see, we're going to Hollywood. We're going to a lot of the Hollywood stars are deeply manipulated into drugs and make themselves feel better about themselves. Some of them are finding spirituality, such as Jim Carrey. There are others that are not willing to come out because they don't want to ruin their careers. Some are becoming more aware of the alien presence, also in secret, but they're not want to ruin their careers because they're also seeing what's going on. Those have been in Hollywood for a while. I believe Bruce Willis is one of them, and there's others. Bruce Willis is a heavy one because he's been there for a while. He knows something's not a go. He's kind of playing it by ear because obviously he has to feed his family and things of that sort. But there's sometimes you got to just roll with it. When you get a certain position, you become aware of what's going on. It's like being a Republican in actors, in Hollywood. Yeah, be a Democrat, probably better for you. But same with spirituality. You got to be careful with that too. Some are okay with it. You can go yoga. You can do like there's versions of it that are all right. Then you start going into this, and then it gets kind of. I mean, Art Bell is probably all right. Coast to Coast is probably okay. Coast to Coast AM. That's probably all right. But then you'll go like into channeling and healing. When you go into other stuff, it gets kind of, if you have a question mark on your head, just listen to stuff. I don't know what to think of it. That's one thing. But then you come into more of a believer of all of it. Then you get people get spooked. That's the last. I mean, they don't care what you think, but they like to have a control over. They want fear over people. The system that is there, they want people to look perfect in Hollywood because that is a perfect connection to humanity to brainwash it. They're showing me like plastic. They want you to look like a plastic person with a lower vibrational mentality, the best. Because the idea is we are all actually scientists. We're just not. We've been so conditioned and run down, we can't connect to it. We're many things, and they shut us down greatly because they want us to focus on looks, wealth, things that don't matter. And that's what Hollywood's there. Music industry is there. The music industry obviously is there to lower your vibrations, done in such a way, such a sophistication, is they're actually shutting you down from the soul completely. So you are definitely under Illuminati influence, where they can actually control you through just rhythms, rhymes. They know exactly. You're basically under complete mind control, depending on how much you let this take you over. Basically, going to drugs, whatever it might be, in a negative way, of course. Looks, you were looking at celebrities and celebrity worship has a lot to do with that also. They don't want you to know who you are. They want you under their spell. Buy their goods, buy all their stuff. Basically just show that you are under their control. One thing, they don't like what's going on at Google. There is a mind control over the employees, but some of them are resisting. And it is causing some issues there because people aren't comfortable there as they used to be since that letter thing went out. Not to say everybody's going to agree with it, but it is some things there that are just, it's like you can't be, even if you say something that nobody agrees with, you can't be honest there. Obviously, the company like that, they don't want you to be fully on, but still, you did find out some flaws with the way Google runs things. Of course, what you say about females is not exactly the best, but that's from his. A lot of males are thinking the same way, so narrow-minded thinking. But Google has a lot of issues that is beyond their capability of having to handle it. It does seem like their employee structure will. People are feeling more and more uncomfortable there now. They feel like it's like the Gestapo. It truly does. Most likely you will not see it on the outside, but on the inside, it is entirely toxic there. It might seem like it's a playground, but that is just like it's like something you would see with the Aryan race, basically. Like, hey, everything's perfect, everything's wonderful. Not at all. There is some infighting going on, obviously, but yeah, they feel like the company can't lose. But they're showing cracks within Paradise right now, and it's unlikely to get it better anytime soon. It is. Um, Most likely, you'll hear leaks or people writing books about it in the future. It's going to get worse and worse. Basically, to just show how toxic the culture is there. It's going to get more and more controversial over time. They're going to try and cap it as much as they can, but they're not going to be unsuccessful lawsuits. They're going to do everything they can to keep it close. But it seems like Paradise Island right now, but it's going to see just no different than what you see in was it Russia during the communism. Of course, in some cases, it's not much changed. It's like communist Russia, basically. A lot of it is like that. They say in Russia during the Stalin time, in some cases, as for control at least. It's done in a different way. Even they're doing genetic testing on their employees also. They do take genetic. It does seem like they do some kind of. They do take their DNA. I'm seeing, at least maybe not everybody, but some are. They are doing genetics there for sure. I believe some of that's leaked out. It's not a safe place. It's there is some good there, of course, but it seems like the culture is getting worse and worse, and it's unlikely to get any better. It's another way for changing history also, because they have an agenda. They want to rewrite history, and they're using Google to do that. So it is good to have like texts, like books, and obviously because you can't trust digital, and it's obvious. But it's getting somewhat scary, at least for the next few years. It will seem like Google's doing okay, but inner side of it is going to be leaked out how toxic it truly is there. It's going to take some bravery from some of the employees to truly speak out. Some are doing. It's going to take some true bravery because there is a lot of things that are not mentioned. I believe like sexual harassment towards females is there, and it's really really bad. They say Amazon's bad. Google seems to be a lot worse actually. Yeah, Amazon's not perfect, but Google's a lot worse. Let's see here. Anything else? See if I can take a step back right now. All right, blessings. Thank you. They don't really want to talk about their race. Like, they want to help us learn about ourselves here. Trust your own intuitions, your abilities, trust each other, and to, you know, see, even though that I disagree with all of this or whatever I'm doing or whatever you do better, that's basically that's good. Speak out, reach out, do your own thing. You don't like this, it's fine. Share. That's the idea. Because you definitely hit it, definitely a different audience. This is like the recipe, you can say, for others to, take it and expand on it. So that's what this is all about here. Agree with it, disagree, whatever it might be. This is definitely going to get larger over time. Maybe not me, but this type of content. It's going to become a norm eventually. I'm not sure in my lifetime. We'll see. So anyway. All right. They stepped out, and it's getting late. I gotta get up. So blessings, everyone. Happy connecting, and see you tomorrow. Much love.